to this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day, y'all. Every single day. Subscribe on iHeartRadio, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, and subscribe on Spotify, and especially subscribe on YouTube. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to your man, Captain Will, on this preview day of the South Carolina Gamecocks versus Tennessee on tomorrow at 12 o'clock on ESPN. It's going to be lit. It is senior night. It's going to be crazy as we close out the regular season and move on to the SEC tournament. We are on a path for championships. We already clinched the regular season, championship. Now it's time to go through, Tennessee. Go through Tennessee, get ready for the SEC, tournament, and win that, and then go on to the NCAA tournament. The biggest prize is in April. But we got to get to that prize. The finish line isn't in the view right now, but we working towards that. We are working towards that, and we've played Tennessee before. We went down to Tennessee, and we didn't play our best basketball. We didn't. And we still won the basketball game by double figures, 66-55. But Tennessee is a talented basketball team, especially offensively. Tennessee is a talented basketball team offensively, and they're led by Rickea Jackson. Rickea Jackson and Jewel Spears are the straws that stir the drink for Tennessee. Head coach is Kellie Harper, a very good head coach, and Rickea has overcome injuries, and she's a fifth-year senior, and some prognosticators are saying that she's a top 3, top 4, draft pick in the WNBA, and she's a very good offensive player. And Tennessee as a whole, you talk about 17 and 10 overall, 27 ball games, 10-5, in SEC play. 10-5 SEC play, that's good. That's good. Right now, if the season ended today, Tennessee would be the 4th seed in the SEC tournament, which means they would get a double bye into the tournament, which is great, right? Great for them. But versus teams in the top 60, Tennessee is 4-10. So it seems like when they take several steps up in competition, they falter a little bit. But they have a really good net ranking. I think the net ranking is like 36 or so. Tennessee is a solid basketball team, and they are coming to Colonial Life Arena to ruin our senior day. We got 3 players that's going to be walking tomorrow for senior day activities, and you got Kamilla Cardoso, and it was really nice seeing on Twitter, Dawn Staley bringing back. Or bring it to Columbia, her mom and her sister. It's so amazing having family coming all the way from Brazil to see that child walk and senior day activities. You got te-hina gonna have a gang of folks there for her senior day activities, and Sakima Walker, she's gonna be walking as well. And, I'm sure she's gonna bring several folks, including hopefully her dad will be there, Samaki Walker, former NBA player. But nobody is here to, stop the momentum of South Carolina. I say nobody's here to stop the momentum for South Carolina because I believe that the only team that can beat South Carolina is South Carolina. That's the only team I think can beat South Carolina. But Tennessee, their offensive rating is 54th. 54th offensive rating, which is very good. 54th is very good. And the field goal percentage is good, 82nd percent overall, 43, 82nd in the country, 43% overall in field goal percentage. The 2-point percentage is good, 76 in the country at 49%. Three-point percentage is respectable. 133rd in the country, 32% from the three-point line. And assists. I like I said before, offensively, they are nice. Assists per game. They average 16 assists per game, 48th in the country. They're about average in terms of turnovers. They average 15 turnovers a game, 151st in the country. Block shots. No, we'll talk about block shots later. Assist to turnover ratio, solid, 74th in the country, 1.01 assists to 1 turnover. Okay. But as offensively good that Tennessee is, they still only scored 55 points against South Carolina because they are running up against the number 1 defense in the land. So offensive rating is 54th. South Carolina defensive rating is number 1. Field goal percentage is 82nd for them. Carolina, number 1. So they score. Their field goal percentage is 43%. Carolina's defensive field goal percentage is 31%. Okay? 2-point percentage. They're 49th. 49%, which is 76 in the country. Well, South Carolina's number 1. Number one in defensive rating, number 1 in field goal percentage, number 1 in 2-point percentage. And in terms of 3-point percentage, now they have a respectable 32% for the field goal for 3-point line, right? Well, Carolina's 7th in the country, limiting 3 points made. Okay, so what they are good at, South Carolina's defense is much better at. Okay, that's why they only scored 55 points against Carolina last time in their own place. Now we're in the comforts of Colonial Life Arena tomorrow afternoon. It's an early game, 12 o'clock, but it don't matter. Same mission, just a different day. It don't matter what time we play. I don't care if we play at 12 o'clock midnight. It don't matter. Carolina's coming to play and coming to show out, and the seniors are coming to show out as well. Okay, so I mentioned how good offensively Tennessee is. Let's dive a little deep into how good they are defensively. And it's not like Tennessee's defense is bad. I'm not going to say that whatsoever. The defensive rating is 222nd, and our offensive rating is 3rd. So there's a huge discrepancy, a huge, ratio between 222nd and the 3rd best, offense in the country. But a good part of why they are 222nd in the country in defensive rating is their 3-point percentage allowed. Their 3-point percentage allowed is 297. 297 in 3-point percentage allowed, and they give up 34% from the 3-point line. Well, Carolina is the number 2 ranked team in the country shooting the 3 ball at 41%. Okay? So if they didn't have that metric of 297th in the country in terms of 3-point percentage allowed, their defense would be much higher than the 222nd ranked defense in the country. Because field goal percentage, they're okay. 121st, you get 40% field goal percentage. 2-point percentage is good. 2-point percentage is really good. You're talking about 51st in the country. That's good, y'all. That's good. And that they give up 42%. 42%. So now, obviously, South Carolina and 2-point percentage, South Carolina is 11th in the country, and then field goal percentage scoring we're second. But that's still good for Tennessee. It's just they just horrible guarding the 3-point line. It's just horrible. Steals per game, not good at all. You're talking about there's only 360 teams in the country, and 338 in terms of steals. They only average 5 steals per game, and block shots, they average about 3 block shots a game, and 175th in the country. But just got to highlight the fact that their defense is better than the numbers say. Here's why. When we played Tennessee in Tennessee, we didn't shoot the 3 ball well. We didn't. And they were bad defending the 3. But we were 1 for 7. 1 for 7 in 3-pointers against Tennessee. 1 for 7. That's terrible. We didn't do nothing at the 3-point line. And 14% from the three-point line, it goes a long way to telling how raggedy this game was offensively. Because you had Raven Hollywood Johnson, you had te-hina Lights Out Pow, and you had Bree Hall, who shot a combined 5 for 26 from the field in this basketball game. Okay, 5 for 26 in this game, 19%, 14% from the 3-point line. That is why this game was closer than it should have been, because our starting guards didn't shoot the ball well at all. At all. You know, any game that Carolina plays where our 3 guards don't shoot the ball well, there's a problem. There's a problem. This game, this was a game also that Raven Johnson had 15 rebounds. Johnson had 5 assists, and te-hina Pow had 4 assists. But I'm just talking about shooting. I'm just talking about shooting in particular. But because the game is much easier when we can hit some outside shots from our guards. Some outside shots, some layups, some mid-range stuff. But our guards didn't do nothing in this basketball game. Tessa Johnson and MiLaysia Fulwiley didn't much at all either. Those two played combined 22 minutes. Okay, it was the 3 guards that played the bulk of the minutes. Now, Kamilla Cardoso balled out in this game. You had Ashley Watkins balled out in this game. But in this game tomorrow, for the rematch to close out the regular season on Saturday night, we need to see our 3 guards. We need to see those percentages get back to the normals. You talk about a player like te-hina Pow shooting about 50% from the field and 50% from the 3-point line and 80% from the free throw. We need her to get back to her regular. Just regular against Tennessee. A couple games ago, she had 4 3-pointers. We need to tomorrow. See, I need te-hina Pow to show up and show out in front of her family. I need Bree Hall to continue the stellar play that she's been playing. And I need her to ball out tomorrow. I need her to hit that mid-range. I need her to hit a couple of 3-pointers. This game shouldn't be close. If our guards and Raven and te-hina and Bree play like they're supposed to play, this game ain't gonna be close tomorrow. Now, if they don't play like they're supposed to play, and they play similar to how they played against Tennessee at Tennessee, the game's going to be a whole lot closer than we want it to be. You can see a tough game tomorrow on senior night. But I don't believe that to happen. I need Raven Johnson to do what Raven Johnson does. I need her to be the best perimeter defender on the court. I need her to get some assists. I need her to ball out. And when it's time to score, I need her to score basketball. We can't go to this game tomorrow talking about we're going to, overlook Tennessee. Because we ain't going to overlook no Tennessee. We ain't overlooking no Tennessee. We ain't trying to overlook nobody because now everything matters. Everything, we in playoff mode right now. Playoff mode right now. And it starts tomorrow. It starts tomorrow against Tennessee. And then it continues on against, in the SEC. So we could see Tennessee again in the SEC tournament. But it starts tomorrow. I need Splash Brothers. I just started Golden State game before I started the show. I need the Splash Sisters to do work tomorrow. Last game out, Tessa Johnson had 4 3-pointers. I need to see that too. I need to see that. I need to see MiLaysia Fulwiley. This closing the regular season. This is it. This is it right here. We need to ball out tomorrow. And in terms of Tennessee going to do what Tennessee does. Are we going to see the version of Tennessee that played against LSU last Sunday where they couldn't even find the basket? I don't know what offense they were running. Are we going to see the type Tennessee efficient offense that we've seen a lot of times in the season? I don't know what we're going to see from Tennessee's team when they show up tomorrow. Are they playing spoiler? Are they just trying to get the regular season go to the SEC tournament and go ahead and, we're going to fold up our tent, get ready for the SEC tournament and possibly the big dance. Because they're going to come into the mentality thinking, I know we can't beat South Carolina, which I don't think they're going to do. I think they're going to come out and play some ball. But we need to shut down Tennessee. And the first person we have to shut down is Rickea Jackson. We have to shut down Rickea Jackson. And the 6'2" senior, she's averaging 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers in 32 minutes of play. Okay? 32 minutes of play, 47% from the field, 33% from the 3-point line, 77% from the free throw line. She is such an efficient and wonderful offensive play. Okay? Score the basketball. Score the basketball with ease because she got size. And she's got because she got experience. Okay? She can read the basketball because she's 6'2". All right? Now, she does average 3 turnovers per basketball game. And she might make some ill-timed, 3-point attempts because she only shoots 33% from 3. But down in the post or the mid-range, she is dynamic. And I think her overall rating ain't as high as it should be at 105.2 because of the turnovers that she get in the basketball game. Okay? 3 turnovers and 3 turnovers. It is what it is. And according to analytics, that brings down her ratings to 105.2. Now, defensively, it is what it is. I just say it like that. Defensively, it is what it is. Her defensive rating is 94.9. 94.9. That ain't good, y'all. That ain't good. But, part of it is, and I ain't trying to make excuses for Rickea Jackson. I ain't that type dude. But I say this right here. Because so much is needed from her on the offensive end, I think she gives up on defense. Okay? I can say that, but in actuality, that ain't true either. Because a whole lot of players ain't doing nothing on defense with Tennessee. And defensive rating is lower than the bulk of the players on this squad. You got Joel Spear, whose defensive rating is 97.8. You got Sara Puckett, whose defensive rating is 96.6. I mean, Rickea Jackson is 94.9, which is better than both of those players, which tell me that the lack of defense on Tennessee ain't got nothing to do with no shooting no damn basketball. It ain't got nothing to do with no getting people in position and all this. It just depends. That's effort. That's just effort. That's all it is, effort. And Joel Spear, she's averaging 29 minutes a game, 5'10" senior, senior guard. 13.5 rebounds, 3 assists, 42% from the field, about 35% from 3, hitting 82% from the free throw line. And all around, the analytics is a tricky thing. The analytics is a tricky thing. Her overall rating is 120.0. And the reason that her overall rating is so high offensively is because she commits 1 turnover per basketball game. I think it's 1.3. To go along with 3 assists. That's a solid assist-to-turnover ratio. A solid assist-to-turnover ratio. Rickea Jackson's 2 assists to 3 turnovers. That ain't a good assist-to-turnover ratio. Okay? And I already mentioned that Joel Spear's defense is 97.8. Will she score the basketball tomorrow? I don't know what Joel Spear is going to do tomorrow. But the team played well against us last time, so we'll see how that goes. It's a different story when you're playing against a Raven Johnson. When you go ahead up Raven Johnson, you're a different animal beast now. It's a little different. It's a little different. So we'll see how Joel Spear does tomorrow. And then you got Sara Puckett, 6'2", junior guard, forward, however you want to call it, whatever ratio position you want to say Sara Puckett is. And she's 27 game, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. 46% from the field, 35% from 3. Both Sara Puckett and Joel Spears are both solid, 3-point shooter. 35% is good. Now they ain't got no 48% like a 48, 49% like a te-hina pound. They ain't got no 47% like no Tessa Johnson. They ain't got no 43, 44% like no Bree Hall. They ain't got nothing. They ain't in that territory, but it's still pretty good shooting the 3 ball. It's still pretty good shooting the 3 ball. And Sara Puckett shoots 83% from the free throw line. Her overall offensive rating is 110.9. So according to analytics, she's more well-rounded than Rickea Jackson, because she only commits 2 turnovers to 2 assists. Okay, but Rickea Jackson is that scorer, and she's a volume scorer. She's going to shoot the ball a lot tomorrow, and she's going to make some of them. She's going to miss some of them, but she's a volume scorer, and she can get to, when she gets to her spots, she's dynamic. Now you're going to see a whole lot of Ashlyn Watkins on Rickea Jackson, just like we saw on Thursday. On the last time we played Tennessee. You're going to see a lot of that. You know, and a good portion of the game, Ashlyn Watkins was out playing. You got the sophomore out playing the 5th-year senior, the future top 3 draft pick. Okay? So, Ashlyn Watkins on Rickea Jackson, I would take that matchup every day of the week and 2 times on Sunday. You know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is Sunday. And I want to see that. I want to see the best defender in the SEC going against one of the best scorers in the SEC. I can't wait to see it in my own eyes, in my own. Just want to see it. I want to see it. And Tess Darby, 6'1" forward. You know, she played about 21 minutes a game. You know, she's a guard, she's a forward. You know, Tennessee is all interchangeable, really. It's all interchangeable. But they got good size. You're talking about 6'1", 6'2", 5'10", 6'2". They got good size. They got good size. I don't know why they don't block no shots. And she's a solid player. You talking 21 minutes, she get a few points, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 33% from the field, 32% from 3, 58% from free throw line. She's gonna get a little time. But it's all down to what we do as a team tomorrow. Not really what Tennessee does. I don't care what Tennessee does in this basketball game tomorrow. We better, we're more talented, and we're going to win the basketball game. It doesn't matter about how many points. Will this be a game similar to how it was against Tennessee where we only won by 11 and we came back and did our work in the 4th quarter? Or it's going to be a situation where we blow Tennessee out on senior night? I'm thinking it's going to be somewhere in the middle. I think that in the confines of our own gym, our own rims, going to shoot the lights out tomorrow against Tennessee. We ain't shooting no 1 for 7 for no 3-point line tomorrow. That ain't happening. We ain't shooting for no terrible. That was at 14%. We ain't shooting no 19% from the field in terms of about 3 guards and Raven and Tessa and Pow and Breeze. We ain't doing none of those things. So we will get back to doing what we do, and that's shooting the ball well. But I think Tennessee is going to put up a fight. I think it's going to be a situation where Carolina, going into the, I would say, going into the 4th quarter, we should be up by like 15, 16 points. And in the 3rd quarter, we do what we do. In the 4th quarter, we do what we do and win between 20 and 25 points. That's what I believe that's going to go transpire tomorrow. But we can't get up in all the hoopla of all the senior day stuff and whether Kamilla Cardoso is going to come back, whether te-hina is going to come back. We got to play basketball. We got to do that specifically and then play basketball and do what we do best and get ready for this SEC tournament and put in some work and bring home another banner to go up in the rafters of the Colonial Life Arena. Can't wait to see it. It's going to be amazing. And we're going to have some great content this week, y'all. It's going to be special. We're going to do a live post-game show tomorrow starting at 5:00 p.m. Set your timers, set your phones, set your whatever that you got to do to set so you can tune in to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. You're not rocking with the best, y'all. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.
J-Rock, let this beat.